Hey guys, Les here, aka Gorth Ballion from my event rental shop. Yes, I know right now it's a disaster. And that needs to change. We're gonna be briefly talking about wood cookies. I've been having moderate success with them. By moderate I mean, like, we've probably turned a profit on them. They don't rent out very often, but we really rent them out for, what is it? I think this one we rent out for this big one, for example. And they're not even the biggest. We have some bigger ones over there. And I just sprayed it with something. We'll talk about that in a second. But, these rent out for $5 or something like that. And, I pretty much bought them for that from some lady in a garage. But the problem with that is that I bought them from an amateur. These weren't dried out. They were just cut and sold via this lady, probably via her husband. I think she mentioned something like that her husband was getting these things and cutting them, and she was just selling them in the garage. So they weren't properly dried out, and I've been keeping them in these boxes, okay? And what has happened? Something I didn't really think about. They've molded. So take a look here. You can't really tell. I mean, it's hard to see, and who really cares? I mean, it doesn't really matter. But obviously, a client, this is gonna be kept outside, but obviously you don't want a client to be like, hey, there's mold on your wood cookies. Let me see if I can get a better angle of that. See that? These little spots. Now it's minor, but I'm using this kind of mold control stuff, testing it out, and I think it's helping a little bit to kind of get rid of the mold. In fact, I'm going to do several coats. Some of these are already starting to look like the mold is going away. I already did one kind of major spray on them. I still have to flip them around and do another. But I think the mold is slowly going away. Because they just weren't properly dried out. And so, I mean, I have so many of them. I have more up there. And, but I mean, aren't these nice, right? Once you get them kind of on a table, these are the classic birch bark. And you can kind of, that's the birch bark canoe stuff. That's how you kind of remember birch bark. It's like the papery stuff. And all sorts of different types of I think there's spruce, there's pine. Over there we have some aspen, I think, maybe. It's just for decor. You can put it on the table, put some stuff on, and people will occasionally rent it. I don't know if I'm going to kind of continue this, but I'll try to make use of the ones that I currently have. And again, I'm just spraying them kind of with anti-mold stuff, using this stuff here. And hopefully that gets rid of the mold. I'll update you on that, but that's kind of one of my mini projects today. So guys, take it easy. Don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click that like button. I mean, we need that YouTube algorithm to start working. So click that like button, and we'll talk to you soon.